Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have an improvement. They can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short pass.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Avery. Makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finds his man. It's Thorne. And they pick up. On that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to pass it. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's fired. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Thorne. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Avery. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Dropping back, it's Avery. Swings it out to his running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the score. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the catch. It's Figueroa. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Still looking on the move.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Avery. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. On the move, it's Prince. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on Touchdown, Kansas State! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Flanagan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Avery. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's James. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's fired. Grabbed over the middle, it's Figueroa. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flanagan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's James.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's fired. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Let's go! Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it from the gun. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. It's fired. He's going to let it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Darnold.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. So now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a take.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's complete to the right. Stumbled to the ground.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's fired. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he added the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the ground game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down. It's on the option. He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's... after picking up 3 to the 26. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Burr. Caught near the sticks, it's Chambers. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's fired. Sends it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Under fire. Punts it out of the air. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Burr. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. Pass the tech. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 31 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo, and the returner is stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the fill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big.
Tight end trying to get in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To throw, it's Spur. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.